So we tend to get 3 types of emails from our neighborhood email group. The first type is, I have some furniture to sell. The second type is, let's have a neighborhood picnic. And the third type is, oh my gosh, I've been robbed. The third type is always followed by some passive and defensive measures the rest of us can do to keep from getting robbed. Don't leave valuables in your car, lock your house, keep an eye out for suspicious characters, and keep the police non-emergency phone number on your phone. So last year, we were robbed, and I sent an email out to the email group, and I got a couple of responses, and they both sounded like this. Mrs. Davis, that is not a good idea. So I love text messages and emails because there is no audio, and so you get to choose how the person sounds. So the text message that I got from the police officer who was working on the case sounded like this. It sounded like this. Oh, Mrs. Davis, I've heard what you've been doing, and seriously, I think this is a super bad idea. It's really dangerous, and you really need to let the police do their work. Hashtag, I'm not doing my job. So obviously, he didn't say the hashtag, but that was the subtext. So I need to let you all know that I genuinely believe in the Christian concept of resurrection. I do believe that after we die, we will receive perfect bodies. If you're blind, you will see. If you're deaf, you will hear. And if you are like me, and you are 5 feet 2 inches tall, but you're pretty positive that your soul is 6 feet 2 inches tall, you will get those 12 inches back. Because 5 feet 2 inch tall people are not always taken serious. And so until that blessed day, I need to do something to compensate for that. And so I have a van. And Philadelphia audience, do not judge me or stereotype me and think that because I have 5 children, it means I'm in a Honda Odyssey. Oh no, I've graduated from that bad boy. I'm in a 12-passenger van. My husband and I, we need to feed and clothe and educate and fix the teeth of 5 children, and we are dumping money into our van. We bought it, we painted it black. It has a roof rack that we put skis and bikes on. It has a ladder up the side. It has Nerf bars across the bottom so that we can step up into the van. Why do we need to step up into the van? Because we converted it to 4-wheel drive, jacked it up 6 inches, and it has 39-inch tires. Now, I'm going to stereotype our judge here who just rolled his eyes and think that perhaps a Philadelphia audience does not appreciate such a van. But what I know you do appreciate are bikes. And so you can understand how angry we were when we came home on a Saturday. We had left at 5. We came back at 6. We went in our garage at 6:15. And 4 bikes had been stolen out of our garage, 3 of them brand new. So we called the police officer, and he came over, and he didn't care at all. He seemed to think he was invited for that neighborhood party, which made us even more angry because we had been stolen from and we had been cased. So I was angry all the way in. I was angry all the way into the next day when I headed off to the pool in my fashion suit. What's a fashion suit? A fashion suit is something that a 40-year-old woman wears to try to detract from the fact that she is 40 years old. So I'm at the pool talking to my friend about what had happened, and I'm getting more and more angry, and in the midst of my anger, though, I get a strike of impression, and it says to me, your bike is at the library. So I say to my friend, can you keep an eye on these 5 kids? I'm pretty sure that they can swim. I'm going to take my van over to the library. So I jump in my van, I drive over to the library, and what do I see? But my son's bike riding by without my son on it. And so I pull up next to this kid, I roll down my window, and I say, hey, that is a really nice Cannondale. And he looks at me blankly. Now I'm going to move from the microphone, and I lose my mind, and I say, that bike that you're on, which is my bike, get off of it! So then I take my van and I drive right up onto the curb. I have sense of mind to stay in my car, but I am calling the police while this kid is yelling to somebody behind him and having an argument. I call the police, and then I start frantically text messaging my husband, but my heart is pounding because I'm in attack mode because I am now the predator and not the prey. And I can barely text my husband anything logical because my thumbs are fat, and so I just sending him, then at one point this boy stops arguing with the man he's talking to, and he rides away, and then I lose my mind, and then I do jump out of the van and I run over and I start yelling at the man myself, and I know he has 2 thoughts, and thought number 1 is, I did not expect a hobbit to get out of that van. And thought number 2 is, why is that hobbit in a fashion suit? So anyway, anyway, this boy comes back, and I do grab the bike, and I throw it in the van, and the next couple days, we spend some lovely family time driving around our city, hunting for our bikes. After driving a few blocks, we find one. My daughter says, Mom, I think I see my bike down that alley. And I live in the city, I know how you do this. I drive the block, I stop smack dab in the middle of the road, I hit the hazard lights, and I jump out of the car. I walk past a couple people who are just standing there, go over, verify that it is my bike, look down at it, and say, this is my bike, and it was stolen, and I'm taking it back. Throw it in the car, head back home to my house, lock my car, lock my house, sit down at my computer, write my little email to my neighbors. Dear neighbors, oh my gosh, I was robbed.